channel, and Happy New Year. Obviously, what we're on 11th of November, so it's a bit of a delayed Happy New Year, but Happy New Year nonetheless. Hope you all had an absolutely fantastic Christmas and an even better New Year. I hope your New Year has got off to a flying start. You can't beat a crisp, clear winter's day. Frost, snow, just everything always seems that little bit more, unless you're driving of course and whatnot, that could be a bit of a pain in the backside, but if you're out on a lovely walk, then when you have these conditions, it just seems perfect. I love it. Don't get me wrong, I love spring and summer and that, but this is just, I love this, me. So today it's another one of the local series videos, and we are going to Boresdane Woods. So come with me, and if you live local or in the northwest area, give this a watch, and if you fancy it, come down and do a bit of exploring. So let's go. I don't fancy standing on that without realising it. Ouch. I'll take the safe route, or safer anyway. Look at that. Jesus. There's another one here. Well, if I don't end up on my arse 2 minutes into this video, it'd be amazing. Look at the state of that. This is when the micro spikes in my bag might have done a better job. Ooh, nearly. There we go, made it. Survived the first hurdle. If anyone's watching this and has been down that in the last few days, let me know how you got on. Now obviously these won't be here if you're coming in the spring and summer, but wow. Check them out. It's safe to say though, don't stand underneath. Safe to say I've picked a rather risky day to come down here with all the ice, but still there's people sledding in the farmers' fields over there. So yeah, here we are, Boresdane Wood. Extremely local to me, it's only a 5-minute walk away, but when it's been snowing, I mean, look at that. There's that for a winter wonderland, and then you get the local ice rink. So I will, do you know what, we'll go via the fence, I think. It's a bit slushy here to be, it's not too bad. Sorry if you got most of my jacket there. It was just a case of if I fell over, then it would have made for a good comedic value on the video. Yeah, here we go. Camera that close to a robin or any form of wildlife, to be fair. That's a first. But in here there is an abundance of wildlife. There's various birds, robins, kingfishers. Kingfisher is very elusive. I've not seen it yet. Squirrels, if you enjoy the squirrels. And there has been known to be deer in here. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know there's obviously different variations of deer, but we'll call them deer anyway, or does, whatever they're called. But yeah, you can get them in here as well. Just need to keep an eye out for them. And obviously different breeds of dog as well, because there's loads of dog walkers in here. Not up. No. Not in today, or they're having a bit of a lay-in. Either way, I don't blame them, it's brisk. So there are other paths, there's not just one singular path like that, there is other paths that you can go down, crossing bridges and going into the woodlands and whatnot. I'm just trying to navigate another massive chunk of ice at the minute. My old feet wet. Jesus. It is a bit slushy underfoot, so it is melting, but I don't know. Would you risk it? Yeah. Like a massive teardrop branch on a tree, just frozen in place. Going off that alone, just seeing the icicles running down the river and stuff like that, it's just, you can't beat this season. I used to be a summer lover, but I don't know, the older I've got, the more I appreciate winter now. It's just stunning. Seeing all these birds from a distance, I can't make out what they are. It's really frustrating, because by the time I get to them they're gone, so I can't even video it. I believe that might have been a tit that was on there then. I'm not referring to myself. Is it a crested tit, the one that's got a bit of a quiff? Robins are ballsy, man. Do you know what? I'm going to leave my camera on here for a bit and then just watch, see if anything happens.
Joy. No Joy.
You might have seen a few on that, but unfortunately there's quite a few people walking their dogs about, so we'll try again later. But yeah, it's a nice little feeding table for them. Now in here, it is a kind. It's slightly like a. It's like slightly like a. What's a slightly like a? If you know what a slightly like a is, then please do let me know. It's like a valley in the middle of Hindley. You are flanked by two considerably high banks, which, to be fair, they're not to be trifled with. On several occasions, Bolton Mountain Rescue Team have had to come down to this area to help people that have fallen down the embankments, injured themselves and can't get themselves back up. So, you know, you do have to be a little bit wary about where you are stepping and where you are walking in this park. To be fair, it's not just a. If you stay on the main path, then yeah, you're fine. But if you find yourself going up on the paths that veer off, they do go up the side of the embankments and along the top of the embankments and stuff like that. So you do have to be a tad bit careful, to be fair, so you don't slip, especially in these conditions. But just a shout out to Bolton Mountain Rescue Team. Fair play, lads. We all appreciate what you do. Lads and ladesses, sorry, I should say. Lads and lasses, I should say, sorry. My bad. We do appreciate what you do, so keep up the good work. I mean, look at this here, look. Tell me that ain't stunning. If you keep your eyes open, you like you saw with me knocking on the door earlier, there are a few dotted about. There's one really special one right at the very end, which we'll get to later on, but there is a cow in here somewhere. Right, here's another little sculpture for you. It's not really a big deal, but still, either way, if you fancy a seat. There you go. Do you know what? I think I might put my bum mark on it. Oh, that don't really bode well, does it? What's this little mark here? What is that? I don't know what that was, but believe you me, it's not what you think. Do you know another thing as well? When it's like this, people enjoy getting out in it. It puts people in a better mood, I think. So you get a lot of hellos, mornings, you know, questioning why I've got the camera and stuff like that. You know, it just puts everyone in a better mood. I love it. So you know what? I might come down here another day and actually scout out for a camp spot. I can see a few spots here and there that if I get here obviously later and leave earlier, it should be alright. So some of you might recognise this bit if you've watched my Bolton to Wigan rail trail video. This is a bit where you come out. I've heard rumour that this is the halfway point for this trail, but I don't know. If you go up them stairs there to the very top, it will take you out via the farmhouse, and then you carry on your merry way on the Bolton rail trail. There it is there. I'll just put that there. Hopefully that QR code will come out, so if you want to scan that, or pause the video and scan it, get the route map for the rail trail, then go for it. It's a very good walk. But yeah, steps come down there and then you carry on down there if you're doing the rail trail, but if you're not, you can either go that way in Boresdane, or you can go that way on Boresdane, or you can go up the stairs that way. which I believe takes you out onto a farmer's field, if I'm not too mistaken. But we're carrying on that way. Still not seen a squirrel yet. I like my squirrels. Be nice for one to pop out sooner or later. Got loads of them at work. They run around rabid at work. Can watch them all day. There's another robin just behind the camera on the tree there. Oh no, just flown off. There you go. There's the cow, or moose. I don't know what you'd call it, to be fair. It's missing an antler though, unfortunately. Sometimes when I walk through here and it's like this, you can't help but feel blessed to have this on your doorstep. I know a lot of people have other like walks and trails here and there, but sometimes this walk, no matter how many times you do it, this walk can catch you out sometimes, and you're just walking through it and you're like, you know what, how lucky are we to have this here. If you are walking it, there are lots of benches that you can sit down and have 5 minutes on. This is what I mean by you need to keep your wits about you. I'm pretty sure this is where the most recent landslide's been, when we had that massive deluge of rain. It's just washed a bit of the path away. But it's stuff like that, you know, there are other little areas further down the path that if you're not paying attention you could slip off, and I mean it's not a long way down, but if you roll awkward or you land awkwardly, that could be quite painful and cause injury. So yeah, please do keep your wits about you while you are walking this path, as gorgeous as it is and as safe as it looks. One moment of, or one lapse in concentration, and then you could end up hurting yourself. Another natural bird feeding table. I think they're brilliant, them. Good use of tree stumps. Look at these, look at that. Frosty trees. It's just a frost build up on that is just insane. We're now reaching the end of the trail. This bridge, if you go, I'm not going to go across it. I'll put all the details at the end of the video, maps and car parks and stuff like that. But if you go across that bridge, follow it up that way, and it'll bring you around into a car park, which is locally known as the Aspel end of Boresdane. Now, you know I said to you this place has carvings into the trees and stuff like that that just look absolutely fantastic, right? This one is number one. Check that out. That is fantastic. Imagine bringing young kids. I mean, my niece and nephew coming here, you know, they're not even in double figures yet. Come down here, they'll see that and they'll have a field day. It's just brilliant. Fairy Haven Cottage, no junk mail, thank you. Brilliant. It's got its own little washing line. A little bit hanging there. Should we see if anyone's in? No, not having it today. You know, they've left the key in the door, the Wallies. But best not intrude them, it is chilly. So yeah, that's what you've just seen there is Hindley End to Aspel End. I'm going to go back the other way because I don't live in the Aspel End, I live in the Hindley End. So we're going to go back now and I'm going to show you the bits of like the paths that come off from the main path and just show you what you can see and where it takes you really. So yeah, back we go. Some carvings are quite old in here and you can't really make out what they are anymore. I mean, we've only been here 5 years in Hindley, so, and some of the ones that we saw when we first came here, they were practically degraded or bits have fallen off and stuff like that, so it's just a shame. This trail has got its own Facebook page, so if you are local to the area or you're within the northwest and you want to have a quick gander at it, then by all means, bear with. Woo. Nailed it. Yeah, by all means, I can't remember exactly what it's called. Joys of technology. Boresdane Wood and Rainer Park Friends Group it's called. So by all means, jump on that, have a look. It is a group, so you'll have to join it. But yeah, if you want info on the park and stuff like that, then if you want info on the trail and the area and the woodland and that, it's well worth joining because they do specialised walks as well. I've not been on any, but they do specialised walks. I think there's one on like fungi or fungi. When I don't mean like he's a fungi. He might even be a fungi. He probably is a fungi, but I'm on about the mushroom side of things. Fungi, if you want to call it that way. But yeah, you know, or just woodland walks and they'll tell you about the history of it and stuff like that. But like I said, I've not been on any, so I can't comment on that. But if you're interested in stuff like that, then join on that group and then you'll find out. Here's another wood carving. Might just make it out. It's like one of those sort of like old bearded faces, or it used to be anyway before this started coming away, but you can see the eyes, know where the nose used to be, and then the beard down here. It was more prominent a couple of years back, but unfortunately it's degraded over time. If any of you are gearheads, and I don't mean that in that sense of the word, gearheads as in what I'm wearing and using, then want to know, then just check the description down below and I'll put everything on there. I was wondering where this was. Quite a lot of them are faded and rusted off, unfortunately, but they're all dog chain, like dog tags and stuff like that from people that loved walking their dogs here and stuff, which I think is an absolutely beautiful touch. Just found another one. Do you know what? I'll take you up. There we are. A flying fish. Squirrel over there, finally. Don't know if you can see it. cemetery. So just come across that bridge there. You can go up that path there and over the downed tree, which takes you up and round past the farmers' fields. Just up there is where I did the videos for Miss Stove reviews and the Cumbria Way guidance videos. This one, once you go across this bridge here, so the main path is back there, which you've probably already seen from the start of this video. You can then go across that bridge, bring it around here, and then up these steps. So the ratio might seem a bit different. My trusty GoPro's died again. I have requested on my birthday in March that I get some new batteries, so I can just change them over instead of just relying on the one, because it don't last very long, and in these cold conditions it probably drops a bit quicker as well, to be fair. So yeah, you go over the bridge that we've just seen, come back round, and then it kind of just goes in a sort of U shape and brings you down here, which is a nice little open bit of grassy area. So I'm just going down this little, I'm trying not to fall over. I've just sat down for about 20 minutes having a coffee, and I've not had my gloves on all day. I've not felt like I've needed them, but my hands are freezing there. So some people might frown upon this because it's probably, the more I think about it, it might not be the cleanest, but I have, and I'm going to admit to this, I have wild swam right here. That is actually really deep in that bit there. So you can just, when you go over that wooden bridge, you can just walk down this side bit here, cross over, and then you'll end up round here. And then you can just have a little dip there. Obviously I went swimming about, doing front crawl and breaststroke and all that. It was just, you know, like that cold water immersion stuff that went a bit mental over COVID. It was during that, it was getting in bins and everything. Obviously cleaned them, but still, yeah, it was when the cold water immersion and Wim Hof took off. So I didn't mind it. Obviously I had a shower when I got home and stuff like that, but yeah, it is very deep, that section. So if you are tempted, then there's a nice little spot for you. It's out of the way of the main path as well, so especially in like spring, summer, when the trees have got a bit of growth on them and leaves and stuff, you're quite well hidden away. As you can see there as well, there are other little ways around this woodland. If I showed you all of them, I'd be in here for hours, but you know, if you're in here with your kids or whatever, with your dog and whatnot, you can have fun in here for hours. You can walk down that way and then cross the stream a bit further down and that, but we are going down here over that bridge and then back on the main path. So I've only just noticed that there must have been an absolute torrent coming down here, because this never used to be this wide. And then this, see this bit here and this log here, it used to form a bridge across. It's gone now. It was definitely high because it's washed up the banks here as well. Unreal. Yeah, force of water. Don't ever mess with it. Now you can go up those stairs and onto the path, but like I said, if you watch the beginning of the video, you'll know that it's just a sheet of ice. So I've actually turned left off that bridge, and I'm now going this way. Which you can do. I'm not going off any form of beaten path. You go up there, and then you'll be on the main path again. That bit down there on the stream is where I taught Roxy to swim, which I partly regret because can't keep her out of the water now. But either way, at least she can swim. Look at those trees with that frosting on it there. That looks absolutely beautiful. And sun in the background. You're probably bored of me saying it, but I absolutely love winter. It's just absolutely fantastic in here today. I've really enjoyed making this video today. Hope it's been beneficial for you guys. I know you get something out of it. It's a fantastic trail. Doesn't take overly long. If you do one end to the other, take your time with it, enjoy the sights, play around in the stream or whatever. You'll be in here for a good couple of hours. So yeah, bring a picnic with you. It's just, like I said, if you live around here and you're used to it and you take your dogs or whatever in here quite often, it just becomes a bit of a chore sometimes. But you know, on days like this, it will catch you out, and then you'll appreciate how lucky you are to have it on your doorstep. I am a bit gutted with the wildlife though. I mean, they're probably all hiding because it's too bloody cold, but it's just been a robin fest in here today, which I don't mind. The odd squirrel. You can hear kids screaming in the fields behind me over there, probably all sledding down the hills. But yeah, we're just reaching the, or I say reaching the end, or the start, you know, it depends what way you're coming in. I am going to have to hold on to the fence again now. Slipping and sliding all over the shop. It's alright actually, to be fair, it's quite slushy, but one small little bit could catch you out. Look at the size of them. That massive one on the left there. Jesus. I've not seen icicles like that in years. Look how thick that is. That's insane. There you go. Boresdane Woods Local Nature Reserve. No horses allowed. Right, so I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope if you live local or in the northwest area and you manage to see it and you think about coming down and enjoying it, then please do. Like I said, there is a Facebook group if you're interested in the walks they do in there, or just about the area in general. I will put a link to that in the description. And if you're wondering why I'm out of breath, I'm walking up this hill at the minute. My feet keep slipping, so you might see me fall over in a minute, not too sure. Happy New Year, even though we're 11 days in. Hope you have a fantastic 25. Hope you join me on these amazing walks and Hope it inspires you to get out and explore our local areas and what we've got around the surrounding areas. If you're watching this and you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Leave a thumbs up, always helps. If you've watched from this point, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. If you have, then I will put in a minute a lovely place to go after you've had a brisk walk in there. Somewhere to put your feet up for a bit, chill out, warm up, depending on what time of year you come down here, and have a beer. If you walk all the way down that path there, so when you last see me I was just getting on to the other end of this path here. If you walk all the way down the other end to where Hindley railway station is, and depending on what time of day it is, obviously, yeah, looks like they're open to, yeah, it's gone midday, so it's gone midday, so you should be alright. When you come out, you'll be at the Eddington Arms. Let me just turn that round. There you go, the Eddington Arms. Once you've had a nice brisk walk, get yourself in there and have a pint. I hope you have enjoyed this video, like I said, as much as I have enjoyed making it. Please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers guys, see you in a bit.